that I was called for a reason, for such a time as this. And no matter what it looked like when my warehouse went out of business, when they tried to sabotage me, if I kept my eyes on him, if I took care of God's business, he always took care of my business. So you had to be 100% in tune with him and understand your mission. That's why folks be playing, because they don't know what they're called for. They dabbling here, they dabbling in there, they just getting their hustle on, but don't understand in the hustle, know your mission. Know what you came here to do. You don't just go around deciding it, you discover it because you came here with it. I gotta calm down.
No, I needed to just let that simmer. I needed to let that simmer because a part of what you said, regardless of the view, my current view, I know the vision.
100%.
That's easy to say though. But when the warehouse is being shut down, when the plans ain't coming together like they're supposed to, when it doesn't feel like this season is anointed. Because when things are just working out, when the doors are just opening and when God is just sending things, it feels like my steps are ordered. That's one feeling. But when you know that this is what God told you to do, but the odds are just stacked against you, the haters is coming out the woodworks, the people are talking about you, it just, what your view does not match that vision. How do you hold on to your faith? How do you hold on to what God told you when that bill is due and you ain't got it? Like, how do you hold on to that?
Because you've had experiences with the lions and the bears. This is David. You know, he slayed the lion. He slayed the bear before he went up against Goliath. He knew what he knew because he already had experience. I experienced a lot of small wins when it didn't look like it was going to go my way. So being anointed doesn't mean, and your steps being ordered doesn't mean everything's going to work out. You're going to have sunshine and rain at the same time. But God is still God. And those are moments of testing when he can look and say, you know what, have you considered my servant? Traci, go ahead. She's down with me. You can throw all this at her and she's going to see me. And she's going to walk through that storm. Hard.
So do you have the why me moments, or have you evolved past that? Have you? Is there
never
a place? Okay, so the answer is no. You can't evolve past that.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
You and then even in the documentary, I did what I had to do. I moved quick. I still did the ministry stuff I had to do. I was out speaking, but I moved with precision. And then after I did it, I was on the floor crying, and they happened to catch that and. I didn't leave that out because I need people to know. Because I can endure hardness like a good soldier, I'm still going to cry. I'm still going to go through it. And I'm going to have those moments like, did you bring me this far? I asked the question, did you bring me this far to leave me? And in my spirit, I could hear God saying that I began this good work and I'm going to complete it. So keep moving. Don't get in a pity party. Don't be calling up everybody. Because I have people say, well, the time is up then. It sounds like the season is ended. Season ain't in. I got to go through this thing. You think you just wake up one day and make $100 million? Really? Being a black woman with coming from no money, for real? Though, no. You're gonna have to endure hardness like a good soldier. You're gonna have to endure the snakes. You're gonna have to endure the pit bulls, but they ain't got no teeth and no venom. Shake it off.
Dr. Traci, don't do me like this, Dr. Traci. You came in here to preach today?
I came in here fired up today. I flew in here early for you, so we gonna get it today. I'm right off the plane ready.
It's so easy to be a good and faithful servant. When the bank account is looking good, when the people are singing your praises. But baby, when God has to remind you that I'm still God, It is rough. It is hard to get in front of a microphone when you're battling something. And I feel like personally, God has been working on me like, I wish you would close your mouth about me. Just because you're not seeing what you think you should be seeing right now, you're going to stop talking about what I've been doing. But it's it's unnatural. It feels unnatural to still be out celebrating and shouting about the goodness when you're not currently in it. So to speak about,
Yes.
I can do the work and then I can go fall down on the ground because I am still a human.
Absolutely.
That is so necessary.
But people need to see that.
That.
Because then they judge their own walk based on what you're saying.
Because they think you're superhuman.
You're superhuman. And then where is your compassion for others? Because you haven't been touched with those things. So I've been touched with that. I know what it's like to get on the floor and cry. I know what it's like to have everything against me. I know what it's like to have women who've been in business and I've written big checks to try to come out against me, all on social media. One in every hour, here they come and make it look crazy. And I heard the Lord say in prayer that morning, today is going to be one of those days, but remember, you're bulletproof. I know what that was about. And as soon as I got in the office, you know what? I went and got my hair done, and that was a 3-hour appointment. It was a full weave, full color. And I sat there for 3 hours and got that hair done because it was all, God already told me it was about to happen. Already warned me, but it doesn't make it any easier, especially when you see betrayal and you got to deal with that. But the world is also watching. Are we who we say we are? Or are we only in it for just the meat and the drink when everything is going good, when the bank account is fat? Or do we have to trust? So then where is our faith and where is our trust? If everything is working, oh yeah, it's all lining up. Guess what? It's still lining up when you can't see it. It is lining up. You're just looking in clouds, but it's already done. Keep walking. Sun's coming back out.
How do you not let this chip away at your character, especially the public part of it? Because you can know who you are. You could think you know who you are until other people start telling you who they think you are. And if too many people start telling you who they think you are, one after the next, eventually you could start feeling like maybe these people are right. Or blaming yourself for even letting these people get close to you.
Now you're talking my language both ways.
That's some inner turmoil right there.
It is. But listen to words though. Words are powerful. You said character. How can what has your character got to do with that? See that now they may come for your self-esteem, but they could try to assassinate your character, but you already know who you are. You know what you're going to do in the day and what you're going to do in the night when people are looking and when they're not looking. See, that's character. People get things and blessings and opportunities that their character can't hold up to. But when your character can hold up, and you know how you got character? Because you ain't fighting back. When you want to go over there, pop, and you sitting down calm. So it's not even that they're coming. Sometimes they do come for your character, but what they're really coming for, what you said and all what you said, they're coming for your confidence. They're coming for your self-esteem.
How do you keep it? How you keep it, Dr. Traci?
Because first of all, and you got to be careful, because you do get upset. I've been upset about people that I have allowed in. But that's why the word says, guard your heart without all diligence. All diligence. Because out of it is the issues of life. And then they all up in, you got issues from stuff they saying. Because you got to guard it and you got to have strong discernment. Even though everything looks good, but there is something telling you, they're not right. Something's not right. Something's off. But you don't see it. And then you go against what you know, and there it is. Do you know 99% of the time the Lord has already said that one? And I'll be like, no, look how good they look. They're not.
Not my friend.
So not my friend. Shucks. Yeah, so that if you really listen to him giving you those warnings about the character. But let's talk about keeping self-esteem, because this is important. Here it was. I had accomplished so many great things, and I had a long season of drought, and things were going bad, just craziness. How did I get here? Moments. And I even had a staff member just try to do some, people will try to really get you when they think you down.